Brian might say, tell us a few things about your student athletes. Brian, it's going to have to be a few because this one, even myself, I could talk about all day. They were under my watch. I hope any of them would say they were recruited as student athletes. Now, I had some of them say to me, what are you saying, Coach? I said, you will be a student first on this campus, and then you'll be an athlete second. If you can live with that proposition, we are a great fit. We'll have a great marriage together. You'll love Tusculum. I'll love you and care for you and everything. I could shower so much praise on all their academic accomplishments. That, to me, and people can question this, but I say it with all honesty. When you see these young people win these Student of the Block Awards, South Atlantic Conference Awards, All-American Academic Awards, I love to win, but that was bigger in my own mind. Many of them have gone on. I've tried to follow. They stay in touch, so many of them with me. There's doctors, lawyers, teachers, coaches even, sales, manufacturing, and I'm so proud of them. I used to say to so many of them, you have success written all over you. And boy, could you just see their faces beam. It was wonderful. And the last one about the student athletes, they could obviously hit a pretty good tennis ball, which was important to all of us. They will always be stars in my mind, and to bring it up today's terminology, they're actually rock stars. Brian says, share with us some people who influenced your life during your stay at Tusculum positively. This table over here, Dom Donnelly, Deborah Davis, Randy Loggins, Bob Dibble. I'm going to add a couple more in there. Chris Linker of our athletic training department, Tom Stuber, our tennis athletic trainer. They are all true, hardworking professionals, caring, kind. They helped me stand up here today, and without them, I couldn't have done it. And I know I couldn't have done the word Skype, clouds, apps, without Deborah Davis, Randy Loggins, and Don Donnelly. Coach Dibble, you didn't help me much with those. A few of your happiest memories at Tusculum. Passing the NCAA test every year. Deborah telling me that everyone on our squad list was certifiably eligible. For those of you not familiar with the process, the NCAA has to approve. You've recruited an athlete to campus. The NCAA, with Deborah as compliance officer, they have to go through eligibility certification. It was always a good day when Deborah walked in and says, we've got your squads ready to compete. This is a real happy one for me. When professors would stop me on campus, instead of wanting to talk about tennis, they wanted to talk about my players' academic achievements in class. That was wonderful to hear. This one I loved. Players who would stop by my office, and Deborah probably thought we were running something over there because my office was across from hers. The players running in and out of my office every day. But boy, did they light me up when they would say to me, how's your day, Coach? How's your day going? I was so thrilled to get those words, and I hope I said, no, not how my day's going. How's your day going? Can I do anything for you? Being a coach, one of the joys of the job, you've got to obviously have chemistry in a program, And to watch these 18, they come in at 17 years old, 18-year-olds, they leave us at 21, 22, and to watch them grow and mature, not only on the tennis court, that wasn't a concern of mine, but to grow in the classroom and then to bond as a team was a wonderful process. This one I didn't ask for, I demanded that we always would show good sportsmanship. Now, if we didn't show good sportsmanship, we were going to do a little, I think NCAA terms today, we'd do a little extra conditioning next time we got together. And so we came to solve a lot of that. Winning championships, a thrill. Not for me so much, watching those young people come together in their huddles, jumping up, dancing, whatever, they were great. Brian says, what phrases might your players say you said most consistently? This is the easiest question you've asked me, Brian. I said, always and always respect your opponents. Number 2, trust yourself. Number 3, love the battle. There is nothing like game day in sports. I tried to tell them, for me, whether we were playing the weakest team on our schedule or the hardest team on the schedule, love the battle. Any tips for coaching at Tusculum? That's a tough one, Brian, because I'm not sure I figured it out exactly, other than I know you have to be a problem solver. And what I mean by that, anyone that's done this profession called coaching, you come to work, you've got your lesson plan for the whole day, you've got a plan to get it right, and you arrive at work and the whole day is turned upside down in some way. You got to be able to solve problems. Make yourself as a coach feel like you are the hardest working coach in the league. You don't have to be. Just make yourself believe that, because your players will feed off of that. This one, instill pride. Find whatever way to give these young people pride, and motivation will follow. This one's important. Hope for a lot of luck. And good examples of that. Hope that you don't have a lot of injuries. Hope that the average young person, tennis recruiting was so different than a lot of other coaches. Instead of talking to high schools, I would talk to tennis academies worldwide. The average young person I was talking to was probably being recruited by no less than 15 colleges or universities. I had to sell that young person. Hope you get some luck in that. This one, I think every program can control and attain this goal. I never figured out why some programs didn't. I set a goal for our teams. We may not be the best team in the league. And Dom, I've never even shared this with you. Out of those 15 championships, only 5 of those championships did I believe we had the most talent of any team in the league. You have to be the best conditioned team in the league. Think about it. The game of singles could last 3 to 5 hours. Our athletes were ready to run the marathon when other players were going into cramps. That was one of our biggest attributes of a program I would coach. The last one's the most important. Care genuinely about the players. They'll know it. They'll pick up on it, and they will respond. Remember what I said about them. They're special. Where are you personally in life today? Enjoying every moment of retirement. My wife Liz and I forgot to thank you, Liz, for your love and support. We live in a small town called Woodruff, South Carolina, and we both love to travel. Strangely enough, we both love to do yard work. We like long walks, and maybe this one will surprise you. We have a passion to go see horse racing, and it's what we do as older people, I guess. I don't know, but for again, I'm going to reiterate the statement: every moment is a good moment. We try to be active in our small Methodist church, especially where the youth are involved. We try to support them well. In closing, one of Doug's, when he was a head baseball coach, one of your coaches, Todd Ireland, and Todd's still here, Doug, right? I'd only run into Todd every 5 to 10 days, I guess. But Todd and I came to be very good friends, and I think we had a mutual respect for each other. But Todd would always say this statement to me, and I'll never forget it: Tommy, you're living the dream. That gave me the best feeling in the world, and I appreciate every moment I had at Tusculum. I would like to end the way I started by saying thanks to all of you. Thanks to all the student athletes who played for me. God bless, and go Pioneers.